YouTube, what's good? Welcome back to another video. Today I have some tips for you guys on how to be a better player at Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. There have been some very mixed opinions about this game in the past few weeks, and today I have some tips for you guys that should make you play overall better and enjoy the game more. I've had the chance to play the game now a fair amount, so these are some things that I picked up on, so let's get right into the video. Tip number one that I'm going to give you guys would have to be to get your guns leveled up. Any gun without attachments is awful in this game. We just had a week of double XP on Nuketown, so hopefully you guys took advantage of that and got your guns leveled up, because anyone that doesn't have attachments on their weapons is at a full disadvantage opposed to someone that has 5+ attachments. Now, there are some guns that are definitely more OP than others, but for the most part, all the primary guns are pretty much balanced when you have attachments on them. So something to focus on is getting attachments for your weapons and getting them leveled up as quick as possible so you can use them to your advantage. Leveling up your guns in this COD is a little bit more difficult than other CODs that we've had in the past, since you just don't get as much XP even when you do pretty well with it in one game. So something that I can recommend for you guys is to try out hardcore if core isn't working for you. Alright, for tip number 2, that would be to play the game a little bit slower than you normally would, especially if you're struggling to stay alive and get kills. This game in general plays a little bit slower than previous Call of Duties as we've seen, and that's because the time to kill is a little bit longer. Now, playing a little slower can definitely be easier in objective-based game modes. Stay away from team deathmatch, since the only objective in that is to kill the other team. Playing domination, hardpoint, some sort of game mode that gives players something else to focus on is definitely an advantage to you. Now, with game modes like domination, you could wait for the other team to come to you opposed to you running out and repeatedly dying. As of right now, we still have Nuketown 24/7 in the game, so I do recommend that you try to play this map as much as possible, because the map obviously is significantly smaller, which will result in you seeing more people and getting more kills. If you're able to play Nuketown domination, the B flag is right in the middle of the map, so if you and your team are able to hold that flag down the whole game and have map control, you'll have an advantage to get a lot more kills. Now, having map control brings us into tip number 3, which is to always be playing with a team of people that you know if it's possible. Now, for the most part, when it comes to playing online, a lot of us are casual players. So there's always maybe 1 to 2 players that are good, that are holding it down and calling in streaks. Then you have that one player who's mediocre at the game and gets a fair amount of kills every game, but still isn't the best. Then you have 1 to 2 players that just aren't good at the game whatsoever. These are the people you play with because they're your boys, or you just need someone to help you play the objective. This is the look of a pretty casual team from my experience, but just in general, if you're playing with a group of friends, you're going to have a better time overall. Having constant communication and giving callouts evidently helps out the team a huge amount and puts them at an advantage to win and just play overall better. If you guys have a team that you play with often, I recommend coming up with a strategy that you guys can all use to hold the map down and get as many kills as possible. Now, something else to note is that I know there's still a lot of people looking for their next gen consoles, but Cold War in general plays a lot better on next gen opposed to current gen. So whenever you guys are able to get your console, this might help you play better overall, just with the graphics and whatnot, and the way the game actually feels. So going back to what I was saying, get a team and hold down the map the best you guys can. If you guys are able to do this every time, you guys will have a lot more fun playing the game in general. Alright, now for tip number 4, this would be to not play COD if you're already pissed off about something. Most of the time, if you're playing this game, when you're mad, it's just going to get you more mad. So I don't recommend playing COD if you're already pissed off about something. If COD is something you do to get your mind off things, then go for it, but a majority of the time, it will get you more mad. Now, these are just a few basic tips that I've picked up on while I've been playing the game for the past couple weeks, but these are tips right here will help and make a big difference in your gameplay, so I definitely recommend you guys give them a try. With all that being said, guys, that's all the tips I have for you guys today. If any of these go on to help you guys, let me know in the comments down below. And if you guys enjoy Call of Duty and Warzone content, subscribe to see some more. We have this Warzone and multiplayer update coming out in about less than a week now, so if that's something you guys are interested in, definitely stick around because I'll be covering that. If you guys did go on to enjoy today's video, definitely drop a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.